Lengthening through the lower back, reaching forwards through the left heel, spreading the toes, and then placing the belt under the base of the toes of your right foot and holding the belt with the arms almost stretched, elbows slightly bent, creating space in the upper back. Begin by bending the knee, turning the knee to the right and reaching up through the heel, as if you're drawing circles on the ceiling with your heel, to release the back of your leg, particularly the hamstring muscles. Practice this for about 2 minutes. The leg doesn't need to be fully vertical, of course. It could be at a 45-degree sort of angle, but work towards stretching the entire leg. After those 2 minutes, you will lengthen the leg straight. Again, it could be at a 45-degree sort of angle in relation to the mat. Pass both sides of the belt to your right hand and begin to take the leg out to the side, to the right side. Release the left arm to the ground to counterbalance the weight of your leg. And the right arm should be stretched, so holding the belt close to the foot. Slowly taking the leg down, not allowing the left side of your buttock to lift off the mat. And keeping the left leg in line with the pelvis. Always keeping the core engaged. The position of the foot is as if it was flat against the wall. You may be able to take the belt behind your head with your opposite hand, and in this way bring the leg even closer to the wall behind you. Keep breathing. Pelvic floor, lower abs, middle abs, and upper abs engaged. Your bandhas, Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha engaged. The left leg is active throughout, spreading the toes, reaching forwards through the heel of that left leg. And then after a couple of minutes, you will bring the leg back to center, swap hands on the belt, and take the leg across the body to your left side. You're going to keep that lower leg, the left leg, in line with the pelvis and release the right arm to the side, in line with the shoulder, to counterbalance the weight of your left leg. Keeping the leg straight. And with each out breath, you pull that leg back a little bit more. The right arm being extended either in the air or on the floor will enhance the mid-back twist. Make sure that you're continuously bringing the leg back, not allowing it to come towards the front of your mat. It might be just a millimeter. With each out breath, you pull that leg back. Keep breathing. Always keeping your awareness with the breath. Pressing away with the ball of the big toe in order not to invert the foot. Once again, it's as if keeping the foot flat against the wall. And with each out breath, you pull the leg a little bit more, a tiny bit by bit. Slowly bring the leg back to center. And now you're going to separate the belt once again and pull the leg with both hands towards the back wall, making sure that you're sinking the thigh bone into its socket. That is, not allowing the left hip lift off the mat. And then you're gonna swap legs on the belt, lifting the left leg, placing the base of the toes on the belt, stretching the right leg forward, spreading the toes, reaching forward through the heel, and begin the same movements that you did. This time you're gonna bend the knee, turn the knee to the left, and reach up through the heel. Again, if you look at your heel, it's as if you're drawing circles with your heel. The arms slightly bent, creating space in the upper back so that you're not generating any unnecessary pressure in the upper back and neck. Make sure the thigh bone is in its socket, so the left buttock is on the mat. Using the breath, core engaged, pelvic floor, mula bandha, lower abs, middle abs, and upper abs, your mula bandha engaged. Practice this bending, turning, and stretching of the leg for about 2 minutes, releasing the hamstrings, releasing the back of your leg. Each time you straighten the leg a little bit more. Stay with the breath throughout the practice. And then bring in both sides of the belt together and hold them with your left hand. Begin to take the leg out to the left side and release the right arm to the ground to counterbalance the weight of your leg. Keeping your right leg in line with the hip, and with each out breath, pulling your left leg towards the wall behind you. And reaching forwards through the right heel. Imagine your left foot being flat against the wall. Lower abs, middle abs, upper abs engaged. Keep pulling the leg, keep breathing. Again, making sure that the right buttock remains on the mat. But you will notice that with time, the left leg will come closer and closer to the ground. And you will be able to pull it back. After a few minutes, maybe you want to change hands and hold the belt behind your head with the left hand, with the right hand, and with the left hand close to the foot, pulling the leg even further towards the wall behind you. Just a few more breaths here. And slowly bringing the leg back to center. And then swapping hands on the belt. Firstly, you can straighten that leg a little bit more vertically or at a 45-degree angle. Swapping hands and taking now the leg across the body to your right side. The left arm, either being in the air or on the floor, will enhance the mid-back twist. Press away with the base of the big toe, foot flat against that imaginary wall. And you want to make sure that top hip is right above the lower hip. The right leg more or less in line with the hip, and keep pulling that left leg back. And breathing. Abs engaged. With each out breath, you pull the leg a little bit closer to the wall behind you. And slowly bringing the leg back to vertical. Keeping the leg straight as it is. Still reaching forwards through the right heel. Separate the belt. Elbows wide, creating space in the upper back, shoulders down towards the pelvis, straightening the leg continuously, bringing it towards the back wall behind you. And then releasing the leg straight as it is. Release the belt, lengthen through the tailbone, tucking the bottom under, allow the feet to roll out, being wide apart, arms along the sides of the body, resting in your final relaxation, Shavasana.